The problem with purpose is seeking to have a long-term goal, having an end you want to reach. All such ends are illusions, because you will always continue to do the things you have to do. There's no end. You don't seek to have any end. Take one day at a time. As you wake up in the day, be conscious of that day. You don't even have to wake up and say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. No. Just observe the energy in you. Observe the energy in your all the parts of your body. Be conscious of your body. Go inside you. And what you do in the next few minutes, what you do in the next, continually, if you keep going inside of you, you find that you'll be living your life in fulfillment, moment by moment. You don't sit down to draw a 10-year plan for yourself. You may do it. There's a place for it. But don't try to follow it strictly, because you keep having issues following it. It's a place for planning. You can draw it, keep it. But if you live your life in consciousness, and you always conscious that you had a plan like that, if that is where you have to go, your consciousness will always take you back there. And you find that over the days, over the moments, over the hours, you'll be changing some of those things you planned. But if you sit down from the standpoint of 10 years ago that you made the plan, and you want to follow it strictly as you planned it, you find that you may not get it as, even if you get it as right, it may not even be what you needed, because we always know in part. You can only know of now. Yesterday passed, so you can't even change yesterday. You cannot know the future. So why try to know what you cannot know and what you don't need to know? Let what you're doing now be what your inner being is comfortable with. Always try to differentiate between what I call social conditioning and inner urges, inner impressions, intuition, which are always new. That's how your connectivity to consciousness, to awareness, to existence is manifested. But the other social conditioning are fairly permanent. Just like the driver that is always taking a particular route, knows all the curves and bends and drives the car without really looking at the road. And maybe somewhere along the road, erosion has cut the road. Live your life phenomenologically. Every day, every now is new. Every moment is new. And once you look at life from that standpoint that every moment is new, then you'll be able to appreciate your success. Purpose is always defined after you are finished. It is when you die that people will begin to tell stories about your purpose. Just like when you read Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John in the Bible, in the books of the Bible, each of them tries to tell us how they saw Jesus. Is their story. But when that event was taking place, most of them were not even conscious of what was happening. At least until he died. They did not know that was the Savior until he died. Peter didn't know. If he knew, he wouldn't have denied him. Because even the apostles were not conscious. So, purpose is not what you write down. Purpose is lived one day at a time. Purpose is not what you are conditioned to be. Purpose is not what your father wants you to be. Purpose is not what your mother wants to be. Purpose is not what your church wants to be. Purpose is that inner yearning, that thing that you can't explain, that is taking you to a particular direction. God speaks. Existence speaks. Where you have to go, the destination is known inside of you. That's why we need aloneness. You discover purpose faster, easier, and better when most of the time you are alone. And when you're alone, you are. When I say alone, it's not to be on television. There's nothing wrong with being on television. I mean, always with your phone. No. Sometimes put that phone off and begin to take your mind inside of you. Begin to be an observer of your body. It is the easiest way to begin to concentrate. Observer of your thoughts. Observer of your emotion. Sometimes you may have to talk to yourself. Yes. It's not madness. That's why if you do it when people are around, they say you're mad. But your own, lock your door, talk to yourself. Laugh at yourself. Laugh for no reason. It's a healthy therapy. It's a meditation. And you find out the things you have to do. It is when you are done, when people see you pass, they'll be able to draw the lines, join the points. Like having a smooth curve. At the moment you're doing it, it looks as if they are unconnected. But indeed they are connected. Thank you very much.